If you were to ask me on June 21st, 2021, what I would be doing, I don't think I would have answered speedrunning Bendy and Ink Machine. I was really bad at it. I went for the Tommy gun for some reason. I didn't know what I was doing, but I finished the run with the time you see on screen. And 3 years later, I am on the leaderboard, much higher than I ever thought I would be. 20th place as I am doing the voiceover. And hopefully when I get the screenshot, and still hopefully when I upload. I never thought I would be at that point. I never really thought of myself as a person who was good at the game. I just speed ran it for 3 years, just for fun. Really, that was it. It's just like what Mr. Drew said, wishing for the impossible is just human nature. That's how he got it started after all. Just a pencil and a dream. We all want everything without having to lift a finger. They say you just have to believe. Belief can make you succeed. Belief can make you rich. Belief can make you powerful. Why? With enough belief, you can even cheat death itself. Now that is a beautiful thing and possibly a silly thought. Now, it would be cliched to say that my story began at the beginning, because it really doesn't. It began somewhere in the middle, and I'm not even too sure myself when it actually begun. I have forgotten. But it began around year 2, when I joined the speedrunning community, the Bendy and Ink Machine speedrunning server that is, to be more particular, and they gave me advice basically saying watch the world record, and someone happened to read our conversation, and they said something that lived with me for quite a while, and that was, I can get top 30. The thought of it hadn't even came across to my mind. I was just doing this for fun, but I can get top 30 was something that I never really let go of, and I dedicated streams to it. I even have 3 videos of the process of me reaching to top 30 until this point. I actually got it, and I told the community that I got it, and their response was, okay, that's good, top 20 is possible, we've seen your run, all you have to do is optimize the Bertram boss fight in chapter 4 and then the forever fight. And I dedicated a week, no, I dedicated an afternoon to optimizing Bertram, in which I basically got it down. And I was very cocky to say that, okay, top 20 today, this week. I'm going to be live streaming on my Discord server, shameless plug. And yeah, I'm going to get it this week. And then I did. It was as simple as that. And it was so weird. It was so bizarre, and I didn't even think I was gonna do it that day, to be honest with you guys, but that's between you and me. You're watching the video, you get to know secret stuff like that. And so for the rest of this video, I'm just gonna be telling you how to speedrun Bendy and Ink Machine and how you can get top 20 if you just put the time and effort. And while I explain to you certain things, we're going to be looking through the past 3 years of my life, and I'll tell you what not to do, because ooh boy, I fucked up a lot in my first speed run, and I'm going to tell you how to avoid that, and enjoy. Okay, so basically in the first chapter, there's really nothing you can do. Just optimize your playing strategies, as well as don't go through here like I did the first time. Go through this door. It's just faster. But also what you don't want to do is pick up the wrench, the stuffed animal, the book, gear, vinyl record, and ink blob in that exact order, because that is not efficient. What you want to pick up is the wrench, the stuffed animal, then you want to pick up the vinyl record, the ink, then the book, and then you proceed to get the gear. Then you place them down. I typically see people go from right to left. I have no idea if that's faster or slower, but I see them do that. And then you turn on the switch, turn on the other switch, and then go down. As well as jumping before entering the pool of liquid is it's faster because it's not going to slow you down instantly, but it's okay if you don't do this for your first run. Afterwards, you have to pick up the axe and break the wooden pieces in a particular order. You can also open the door after breaking the first piece of wood that I break, and then I like to huddle up in the top left corner. I don't know if it actually saves seconds, but hey, if you want to do it, you can do it. I do it. I did it. I did do it. So in chapter 2, there's actually a technique that we are going to be utilizing called saving and quitting. And every time we save and quit, we normally are opening a door much quicker or resetting the RNG so we can get better odds. For an example, if the keys are misplaced, you can always save and quit. And you should always be looking at the keys before you walk to the voice recorder, but I'm getting ahead of myself. What you would like to do is quickly pick up the axe, break down the door, and then you go to see Sammy Lawrence. After going to the pulley, the lever, you will see the save icon, in which case you do a complete 180 and you start going back the way you came from. And you open the second box thing first before you flip the other switch. I know I'm describing it poorly, but the video actually shows it to you better. Then you flip the third one, open the door, and wait by the lever to turn on the power. In which case you have to fight all of the searchers. And after killing the last one, you save and quit, so you can quickly open the door. As you're walking to the tape recorder, you have to check the 2 garbage cans, and you just have to hope that your eyes work better than mine, because sometimes I happen to fail this step. But if you don't see it, you just save and quit after checking the voice recording, because it saves as you do that. And then you just hope that they're there. If not, good luck, you have to find them yourselves. Not up to me. Afterwards, you check what the instruments are using Sammy's tape. Hope that you can just remember them. I happen to say them repeatedly while I play the game. Then you do not go up to the projector. You actually stand on that chair, look up, and you just turn the projector on. It's really cool, actually. It's a really cool technique, and I do it when I play casually as well. Afterwards, you do all the instruments, you save and quit once again, so you can quickly open the door, and then you start heading down after fighting all of the searchers on a chair, because it's much faster to do that. You head down to the lost one. So while you head down, you don't really have to pay attention to the searcher that gets summoned while you flip the lever. But you have to go down and make sure you flip the lever up so the crane at the box goes slowly up to the skies. And then you just squash them. I normally do this when I'm speedrunning. It gets me a consistent way of moving him. I don't know if the game like randomly chooses where to go or I am manipulating the game to do this, but either way it works. It works okay. It works. That's all that really matters. It works. And then while you're running through Sammy, you don't have to break all the boards. I normally just break 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boards. Maybe I added 2 more by mistake. And then you run away and you slowly enter chapter 3. So chapter 3 isn't quite as difficult as I try to say it is. It's just more long, and that's the only reason why I dislike it. Although just wait until we get to chapter 4. I'm just saying that chapter is a quite funny chapter for a moment. Oh. Anyways, so in chapter 3, you just pick up the bacon soda in this order that you see on the current screen. Hi, this is editor Josue here. I forgot to say, first of all, it's not bacon soda, it's bacon soup. And second of all, you also have to click on Boris when you make the second lap backwards, or else you don't start the mission. Back to you, voice over. And then you just stand behind Boris's back throughout the dark. So we're going to utilize not quick saving, that's not what it's called. We're going to utilize save and quit quite often, actually. Like at this gate, and then right here, when we have to open up the area from the infinite generating stuffed animal. Again, it's your boy, editor. I forgot to also mention that you want to walk to this location right here, then turn around, flip the lever, You can stand pretty far if you like, as long as you can flip the lever. And then remove the stuffed animals in the gears. After removing the stuffed animals from the gears, you want to save and quit again, which is what I was trying to specify. And it would open the conveyor belt with the stuffed animals thing. I really have no idea what the fuck that is, to be real. I'm just cool with it existing, I suppose. Afterwards, you go down the route of the angel, and then you beat the fuck out of this butcher game member. 6 health points he has, or it takes 6 hits to kill him, that is. And then you go to the elevator and save and quit once more. You want to hold forward so the elevator can start heading down. Afterwards, after all of this, you do everything normally. After Alice gives her speech, you want to save and quit once again so you can go through the door faster. You don't have to do it, it's just slightly faster. Before you go to the elevator, you want to save and quit using the save and quit thing right here, and it will make sure the elevator is leveled to your place before you continue and do the really difficult skips. Now this is where the game gets a tad bit difficult, and take out your pens and pencils because I am going to explain to you a really weird technique called you're going out of bounds. Yes, you go out of bounds in chapter 3. It's the only chapter you really have to do it, so just learn how to do it for this chapter, please. And you can have a second save file up if you need it. I usually save file 2 and 3 for the Bertram fight and the Forever fight. But if you really want to get the hang of it, I would suggest having a save point ready for not save point, a save file dedicated to clipping out of bounds, because it's a tad bit difficult. As you can see in my clips, I actually did fail in my personal best, so you know, doesn't mean that you can get top 20 by failing sometimes. But this is how you do it, and I'll explain how it works afterwards. So you want to like stand outside of the elevator while bringing the elevator down to level 9. Doing so will send the elevator down, of course, but you're not in the elevator, but the game wants you to be, or the game thinks you should be. So while you go to the miracle machine, go in and out quickly, the game's like, oh, well, the elevator is at this point, you're here, so let's just link you right back to where the elevator is. Hence why it shoves you down as you leave the miracle machine. But since you're not in the elevator, you're just out of bounds. And you can just go through this wall right here after resting on the roof and lining yourself up or whatnot, and you just go in. Hey, editor me popping in to say some few words of encouragement. Not encouragement, but like fixing something. You're supposed to hold for level K, you have to hold upright while you fall, or else you're going to miss the mark. Also, for level 11, you want to hold up left, or else you're gonna miss the mark. But for level 11, you just have to find a sweet spot, because sometimes you could just fall straight through the floor like I did. I did show that clip. So you do want to practice that one. Thank you. And you do that for when you're in the highest level. Well, you do that for level K and 11. Oh, also, keeping in mind, after you collect 2 gears, save and quit. After you collect 2 thick ink, save and quit. And after you collect the weird pipe things, I don't know what they are, the power modules, I don't know, save and quit. The moment you collect 2 of them, the elevator will start to head down, and to prevent that, you just save and quit and the elevator stays there. Before you destroy the cutouts, you want to make sure you break this door over here in level 9 before heading up. It has an axe and it'll help you defeat the butcher game much faster. But you want to make sure that you remember this, because we're going to do a difficult technique, the same difficult technique to get back to this point. So you want to make sure you don't have to restart the game, because if you restart the game, the door will be closed and you have to break it again. And you'll have to waste time doing that. Anyways, you break all of the cutouts and then you die to a searcher. Typically you would like Bendy to spawn in, but it's okay if you die to a searcher. And then you wait for the elevator to come back up. And then you clip out of bounds, defeat the searchers, or not defeat the searchers, the butcher gang and the searchers, I guess. Now is to me the fun part, where you go to the level above. I forgot what it was, the one with the canisters, and you might be thinking, we have to go to the deepest level. Why are we going up? It's so we can prevent the projectionist from spawning in. And that is so cool to me. So you go to the level above and you send the elevator all the way down and you go to the miracle machine. While the elevator forces you to descend, you land on the invisible ceiling above the guy, the dude, what the dude would be, in which you start to walk to this particular pole and it will send you right back down. I don't know why. And you collect 2 hearts and then you constantly save and quit. So it saves you like a lot of time doing this. Although it feels like it's a long time, it saves you a lot of time. And you do this constantly, and then you run back the way you came after collecting 4, die, spawn at the checkpoint or the bendy statue, collect the 5th heart, go back up. You wasted basically like maybe you saved a lot of seconds. You saved probably like a few minutes doing that. It's actually really good save. And then you end the chapter. You also want to hesitate a little bit, wait for the elevator door to fully open before you go in, or else you soft lock. And that is chapter 3. Last editor's note. So the reason why you have to restart after collecting the 2nd heart is because the hearts will move around every time in a different random location, and it would, like, depending on how fast you save and quit, you literally don't waste any seconds, and it's really good.
All right, Joey. I'm here. Let's see if we can find what you wanted me to see.
So in this chapter, there's really nothing to say. For the first portion of it, you just play fast. Like, you go to the door, go get the valve, open the door really easily. Then you pick up the book. Well, you don't pick up the books, but you push the books in this order you see on the screen. You have to change the dial to the gear, run to the switch, grab the goo, do that all relatively fast. I mean, again, it's just you have to play fast at this portion. There's really nothing you can do. Then you jump over the lost one because it's faster to jump on his head. It's also really funny. And then again, you just play fast. Even for the switch, the first switch, you have to play fast. For the butcher game, you have to play fast. I think living is easy, or is faster, but I'm not too sure. Again, just play fast until we get to Bertram. So for Bertram is where things get a little harder for me to describe. His limbs, when you break them, starts a particular pattern. So what you're going to watch me do, just do that, and it should be consistent, and do it faster will be even better. So what you want to do after the butcher gang, you want to restart, save and quit after pulling the lever, after you see the save icon, of course. And then you go back to the butcher game room, collect 4 of the canisters that you can pick up and throw. Then you go to Bertram. You get hit by the limb to the right side of the wall, the limb right there. And I'm just gonna let this play out.
The biggest park ever built, a centerfold of attractions, each one more grand than the one before it. It makes my eyes come to tears at the thought. But then, oh, Mr. Drew, for all your talk of dreams, you are the true architect behind so many nightmares. I built this park. It was to be a masterpiece. My masterpiece. Now you think you can...
Afterwards, you want to get hit by the 3rd limb in the middle, so you can break it after the cycle ends. Then you want to go for the limb that's on the left side, get hit by it, and then break it. Afterwards, it should be super easy to break the last limb, and I'll just let the entirety of the clip play out for yourself so you can watch. I'm back. I'm the editor. I really thought last time I would come in was from chapter 3, but here I am in chapter 4. I shouldn't appear anymore. I should get the voiceover right this time. I wanted to state that in my personal best, which is in the link in the description down below if you want to see the entirety of the run, this clip you see right here isn't from that run because I heavily messed up. And if I have gotten it, I would have been a little more in the leader, a little deeper more in the leaderboard. However, you want to do this. What I did was much slower, and that's why I'm not showing you what I did, because it was just me messing up and trying to fix it. This right here is the correct way to go. Okay. I don't want to return anymore, so I'm gonna start getting the voiceovers correct from now on.
More grand than the one before it. It makes my eyes come to tears at the thought. But then, oh, Mr. Drew, for all your talk of dreams, you are the true architect behind so many nightmares. I built this park. It was to be a masterpiece. My masterpiece. Now you think you can just throw me out? Trample me to the dust and forget me? No! This is my park, my glory. You may think I've gone, but I'm still here.
After this, you go to the projectorness, which just literally walk forward. Just don't think about him being there. Just flip the lever, flip the other lever, just walk forward. Don't stop thinking about walking forward. If you stop moving, he will catch up to you and tickle you. And then you watch the cutscene where Bendy decapitates him, and then you go and flip the lever, and then you restart, then you quit the game after the game saves real fast. You pick up the canisters, 3 of them, for the brute force boss fight. Which, really, nothing to say, just hit him with the canisters when you are able to hit him. And then that's chapter 4. We're really close to the end, guys. I hope your notes are fully being written here, because we're at the end game now. Bendy and the Ink Machine Chapter 5. Why did I say the full game title? I don't know. Apparently I just wanted to say its legal name. Anyways, Chapter 5 is really nothing special. It's literally just play as fast as you can. But there are things that you can do pretty fast. Like for the forever fight, you can optimize it. Do I know how to do that? No, I don't. I do not know how to optimize it. I'm sorry. You have to learn that somewhere else. But just be aggressive. That's what I try to do, at least. I just be aggressive while I'm fighting them. also for Sammy Lawrence, you could jump on this pillar right here and just stand above him, feeling all tall and mighty, and do damage to him. Quite a lot of damage. You have to do 14 to actually knock him down. I like to get him at 10 and then walk to the spot he would walk to. And then while I walk there, I do the rest of the damage on the way. And then again, be aggressive at the forever fight. And for the Butcher Gang, I like to go right, left, right. And while you like constantly walk past the thing to like put in the ink, you change it, you walk away. Before I walk away, I do this, whatever is on screen right now, because I think I'm coming to a blank actually. Also, after you pick up the ink blob, it is much faster to die than actually walking over there, so I die. Whoop-de-doo. And then for the actual bendy fight, I just do this. And I'll let up the entirety of the clip to play so you can map out yourself if you like, but that's all you have to do. And then he breaks the pipe. Again, it's just really just play fast as you can. Then that's the entirety of the game. And as you saw, these are bits and pieces of how I made it to top 20, actually. Although I did mess up and I will be running the game again, so I can do much better. That really is how I got top 20, and using the same steps, you can probably get it better than what I did, because again, I did mess up. I'm not perfect when it comes to this game, and I play on the Xbox, for crying out loud. PC players mainly rule this category, especially at the upper end. So just the fact that I'm here next to the other guy who played the Xbox, who's 21st currently, because I bested him. However, it is just so amazing that I even got to make it to this point. And I'm so happy that y'all came for my journey. Y'all watched my journey. And that I'm even here to begin with. And although I will not stop playing this game, I will probably take a short break from it. I'll be playing Minecraft hardcore mode, as well as Spyro, and try to 100% the game, because I just love the game a lot. I love you guys. I mean it. Without you guys, I would have given up. So I say this with all solidarity in my heart. Arrivederci.